In order to assist China in its war against Japan in 1941, U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt allowed retired American airmen to come to China to fight for China. They are known as the famous Flying Tigers. Under the leadership of General Chennault, a group of young American and Chinese men and women waged a tremendous struggle in China even before the United States entered the war. One time on a business trip to Kunming, I visited the famous Officers Club where American pilots rested after battle. Well, to my surprise, I saw a photo of an American who resembled closely my uncle. I did not realize that maybe he had been one of them. This was very rewarding for me. Now, I did not meet my uncle. He had lived a great distance from me. But he had set an unknown pathway for me to come to China and carry on the legacy of my family. Little did I know that my bond with China would unfold from there and remain strong for 75 years. Hello, I'm Dr. H. Keith Spears from the United States. I'm here at the Summer Palace walking on these ancient steps, but the first time I came was in 1988. I brought my son, Eric, with me. It was my very first time in China. This time I have been many trips to China, but today I remember it so well. It is important that educators from all countries, China and America, come together to teach our children for the next generation. In 1988, I was invited to deliver a series of special lectures at China's top academic institution, Peking University. I'm here on the Peking University campus in this year, but in 1988, it was just bicycles. But look what we have now. We have electric bicycles. Things have changed, but yet they remain the same. People want a good education, and the place to come to is a very good university. I'm so pleased to come back here 40 years later, 4 decades later, to Peking University. Thank you. The nearly 4 decades ago, when I first was on this campus, Peking University campus in Beijing, we came across a few people. But today, there are many people on this campus. There are many new buildings. The university has grown because the people of China want greater education. This is a wonderful university.
Yeah.
My first time here, almost 40 years ago, 4 decades ago, 1988. But it has changed so much.
Yeah.
This is remarkable. Okay,
That's
thank you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Good luck. People often ask me what it was like when I taught in these buildings back in the 1980s and how it compares to today. At that time, people wore mostly traditional Chinese suits. There were not a lot of smiles, and the evenings were pretty dark. Today, the darkness is gone during the cities. It's very bright. People are smiling, and you can tell they have many different styles. The China of today is different than the China 40 years ago. I've played many roles in my life. As an administrator in state government, I served as a special projects director for education and the arts in West Virginia. As a broadcast host and producer, I've done news and programming and entertainment shows. As an owner of amusement parks, I've entertained tens of thousands. But the role I'm most proud of is that of an educator. Being a university president allowed me to navigate between Chinese and American cultures and help drive change. This is the kindergarten we built in Yunnan. My colleague, Dr. Sharon Hundley, was instrumental in doing this. The others were the experts and the teachers that I brought in. I've also nurtured many university deans and faculty from prestigious Chinese universities, like those in the 985 and 211 project. I'm proud to have supported education, devoted myself to education, and used education to build bridges of cultural exchange and friendship between China and the United States. I also enjoyed Chinese culture and interacting with the locals. You know, like back in 1988 when I attempted to play ping pong with some students. At my current age of 75, I mirror the age of the Republic. Over these decades, countless stories have woven the fabric of mine and my family with China. As we look to the future, our bond with this land will only deepen, enriched by the shared journey of years past and those yet to come.